Yeah, Mr. 300C. We're leaving work, getting ready for Turkey Day. Hey, get the turkey, get it ready. Hey, gonna eat some good old food. Hey, let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. Ah, okay. What's up, y'all? What's good? What's good? Mr. 300C in the building. Leaving work. Tomorrow is Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Time to be grateful for what you have. Be grateful for family, for jobs, for being alive. It's a lot of tough things happening, but there's also a lot of good things if you take time to appreciate what God has given you. And speaking of being thankful and grateful, I'm doing a poll. I didn't want to put the windows down because it's like 30 degrees outside. It's cold. That was a little small pull. Nothing too crazy. Not a hard hit. It's crazy how the car responds well in the wintertime. Well, it's almost wintertime. You know, cold air, more dense, more power. Boom, 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 power! So yeah, the throttle's more increased and the car is very, very punchy. Way more punchier than the summertime, for example, but because it's colder, traction's an issue, etc. All right, today's video, we're gonna talk about the 6.1 liter Hemi. You guys have forgotten about the 6.1 liter Hemi. How you gonna forget about the granddaddy Hemi? This is a great engine, great car, and one of the main reasons why I love the 6.1 liter Hemi is that it has the power that you can actually put down to the ground. So you have the scat packs above you, which you can put the power to the ground. You still have some, you know, traction issues depending on the tire conditions of the road, etc. If you have a wide body or narrow body. But for the most part, you can learn how to put the power down on the scat pack. Hellcat, a lot more difficult, a lot more power and torque. Size of the tire, the type of tire, road conditions, same thing applies. It's a lot harder to put the power down if you're at the drag strip with the radial slick tires. Easier to do with a Hellcat than doing that on the street. Of course, from a dig, you're gonna burn tires. We all know that. Road racing a little bit better. You got to be in the upper miles an hour to do so. However, the 6.1 liter Hemi, I think, is the creme de la creme as far as like putting power to the ground, right? It's faster than an RT 5.7, more powerful. Got 425 horsepower, 420 foot-pounds of torque, and that's stock. My car is mildly modded. Gotta slow that down how I say it. Mildly modded. I can't put them two M's together. That's weird. It's like a tongue twister. But yeah, so I am estimating my car around 460, 465. Custom tune, enclosed cold air intake, and some exhaust work to open up that Hemi. So 460, 465-ish, which is pretty solid. But I don't have a lot of traction issues, to be honest. Like I have 275 tires, and I can go bigger tires. And of course I can spin the tires when I want to. I can control the car, put it in low gear, or whatever the case is, or stomp on it at a high RPM if I'm trying to launch. So I can really make this thing spin out and get sideways if I really wanted to, but I have to really try to do so. But I feel like the 6.1 liter Hemi is enough power to really like get out on people and to really enjoy what a Hemi does without losing control and having fear of crashing. And that's why I enjoy this car, because I'm like, man, like faster than the V6, faster than the 5.7, you know, a little bit underpowered compared to a scat pack. But the enjoyment of driving this car is priceless because I can feel the full 400 plus horsepower in this car. And I can only imagine if I had bigger tires or, a street radial, it would just be even better. And then you have to think of the price point. Like the 6.1 liter Hemi is an older engine, especially in the 300. It came out first in the 300 back in 2005. The first SRT model, once Mopar, about to say Stellantis, but at that time FCA, Chrysler, Dodge, while they were revamping the brand, it started with the 300C, SRT8. And because of the success of that engine, we got the second gen, we got Scat Packs, we got Hellcats, Red Eyes, Super Stocks, Jailbreaks, you name it, all because of this 6.1 liter Hemi engine, which pays homage to the old school 426 Hemi from back in the day in the 70s, late 60s, etc. So the price point to get the type of fun for the type of power you get is very minimal, very cheap. But the cute little puppy running on the street, somebody better get that dog. Anyway, and I think it's something that if you're not looking to spend a lot of money on a vehicle and still get a Hemi and still have extra power more than a RT, I think the 6.1 liter is a good look. Now, because they're older, you're gonna have some that have 100 plus miles on it, etc. But there's still a decent amount where you can get 50, 60, 70, 80K miles on it. And this engine is mad strong. People forget this engine comes with a forged steel crank, and the heads are pretty breathable. That's on this vehicle, and it's just there's no NDS on here, so it doesn't cut off any cylinder valves to be efficient with gas. Is all 8 cylinders all day long, which is awesome. I ain't gotta worry about it. Yes, gas sucks. I'm getting like 13, 14 miles to the gallon. The lowest I've gotten was like 12 and a half, but that doesn't matter. That's not why you buy a car like this when you have this type of engine. What, the accident? Oh, that must have just happened. Dang, there's an accident behind me. That just happened. That's wild. A lot of distractions trying to do this video. I'm getting distracted all the time, but it's all gravy. So, just something to keep in mind. You can find a 6.1 liter Hemi on the 300s, Chargers, Challengers, even the Jeep Cherokees, SRT8s. You can find it on those. It's just a good, strong, robust engine. It's very basic, not a lot of electronics to it, and it works. It's a good platform to build on. I've been tinkering with the idea of maybe a cam, long tube headers, or just skipping all that and going straight, stock blower, maybe a Pro Charger, maybe a Whipple, just something just to bolt right on, and it will correspond with this engine well. And I can run a little boost. I'm not worried about like pistons breaking or bending, all that. This engine is just stout, it's strong. On top of that, even the transmission, this is the Mercedes-Benz transmission, solid, pretty much bulletproof. So I'm not looking for like big horsepower gains, but I wouldn't mind a quick little 100, 150 horsepower gains on this car and still be kind of chill, sleeper-ish. I mean, it's not really sleeper. When you see my car, you're like, oh, he must have done some stuff to it. It looks a little different than typical 300s, but I keep it simple as much as possible, subtle changes. But yeah, don't overlook the 6.1 liter Hemi, guys. This is a great engine, and if your budget is a little bit smaller, can't get a RT or you can't get a Scat Pack, definitely can't get a Hellcat, look into the 6.1 liter Hemis. If you can get over the outdated interior, because you got outdated stuff, but if that doesn't bother you and you just want something that's good fun power for the street, very inexpensive, then this is the avenue to go. So that is my 2 cents on the 6.1 liter Hemi. Let me know if you got any questions. Thanks for rocking with your boy. Mr. 300C is out. Peace.